We have two campaigners, candidates in the runoff for First Ward. We have Agnes Gillespie, and in Ward 3 we have Ray Greaves. And want to thank you guys for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Pat.
I want to start with you, Agnes, because this is in your ward. You have a very tough candidate that you're up against, as the way that I see it. Both of you are highly regarded by your neighbors, and deservedly so. Okay, I would say that you are certainly. And Tommy Cotter, I've known him for years, and I know people that know him for years. This is a tough choice for people to make. Okay, why you? Why not Tommy?
Why me? Well, I think if you look at my resume, I have 30+ years of community service, of civic service. I have a resume that involves working for schools and for alumni associations of my sons. I've started, I was the woman who started the Bayonne St. Patrick's Day Parade. I have been on municipal government. I've been on the planning board. I've been on the municipal alliance. I've been on the
I didn't know you were on the planning board.
10 years.
Okay.
But also, while we were talking, I wanted to interrupt Aggie. We need a woman. We need a woman back on that council.
Well, I do think so.
I think so. I was talking with Ray and Aggie outside, and I believe we need a woman on that council.
Okay. What's the Municipal Alliance, though?
The Municipal Alliance was the Mayor's Council on Drug and Alcohol Abuse, and it's money that comes in from the county. And the money is siphoned out to the different, to the school for their drug and alcohol programs, to the senior citizens for their various programs. And it's not a lot of money, but it's money that is well spent in our community. And I did run that for 2 years.
Mr. Greaves, all right? Mr. Greaves, me, Agnes wins the First Ward, and I think that Ray is the guy that's got a little bit of a battle. But after the first election,
I have a follow-up.
Listen, both of yous were the top vote getters.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You had more votes than the incumbent. Mm-hmm. The incumbent, I like. He's a good guy. But there's some things going on. We're not going to even get into that. But you got to fight. I think that Gary is well liked, and I think that you are labor leader and you do a lot of stuff, Ray. What's going to make you win this election up there?
Well, Chuck, what's going to make me win the election is the people of Bayonne, the people of the Third Ward. I believe the people of the Third Ward want a leader. They want somebody that's going to get the job done. I don't think the job's been getting done the last 4 years. I'm a union leader. I'm a negotiator. I've been negotiating for my members for the last 20 years. Contract negotiations, negotiating with legislators in Trenton, also on a federal level. So I know what it takes to get things done. I'm a fighter. I fight for my members, and I want an opportunity to fight for the people of the Third Ward for the next 4 years. I mean, when I get into something, Chuck, I don't stop. There's no stopping me. And I want to see some good things happen.
Strictly from a strategic standpoint, it seemed like during the campaign, during the initial election, there was a lot of people in the First Ward running, drawing off votes, okay? Mm-hmm. Third Ward, I think it was just you, LaPalooza, and Noble, right?
Right.
Okay, and you did not get the job done. This guy is, you know, he hasn't been indicted, but I mean, he was in a kickback scheme. I mean, where'd you drop the ball there, Ray? You should have done this the first time around.
I don't think that Ray is going to shoot well.
I'm asking the candidate, please. Okay.
Let me say something with that, Mike. 9 weeks ago, nobody knew Ray Greaves.
Yeah.
On Election Day, on May 11th, 48% of the voters in the Third Ward voted for Ray Greaves. Okay. We fell 2% short of getting in on the first ballot. We're going to do it this time because I've been out there, I've been out in the neighborhoods, talking to people, meeting people.
Okay.
The word's getting out there. People know what I'm about when they meet me. I like to try to bring people together. There's a lot of diversity. There's a lot of different ideas. I like to bring people together from both sides of the table here and get things done. That's the only way we're going to get things done. If we have a city council the next 4 years that's split, nothing is going to get accomplished here in Bayonne. Mm-hmm. You know, we have to get away from the old days of fighting. And Jerry Springer show is on the city council.
You know, as far as this running mate rubber stamp, okay, somebody's going to be independent. I think I know both of you well enough to know that you're independent. Okay? So what do you owe Smith?
You want me to take that first? You
Sure,
want?
whatever.
What I owe Mark Smith is 4 years of hard work. Mark Smith came to me 18 months ago after his election, and we had a conversation. And he told me he liked what he saw in me. All right, and that's what I'm gonna owe Mark Smith: hard work, dedication to get things done for the people of Bayonne. That's all I'm gonna owe Mark Smith and the residents of Bayonne. Nothing else. You know, people talk about rubber stamps. Not one of us is going to be a rubber stamp. I can tell you that right now.
I believe that.
We are all independents. Okay, we're all independent thinkers. We've had a lot of discussions just during the campaign amongst not only Aggie and I, but with Terry and Debbie and Joe. I mean, we've had discussions where we don't all think alike. You know,
Right.
And if we all thought alike,
All right,
that wouldn't be right
Terry
either way.
Ruane.
Point. You could say what you want. Mark Smith in his 18 months, I can tell you that the city workforce was almost at 1,200. We're below 700 right now. Mark Smith has delivered as the mayor, and he independently picked all these because I think he thinks you bring something to the table, not a rubber stamp.
This is a tough time to be an elected official. There's so many things that were previously funded by so many other sources that it's coming down directly to the city to do.
All right.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
I do want to say something. I am a grants writer. I have been writing grants since 1988. I have brought in $7 million to the Bayonne school system. And I hope to use that experience and that talent to write different grants for the city. I mean, it's limited right now to the school system, but I have the opportunity to write these grants. I know how to do that. I've worked with the Department of Education. I've worked with the Department of Children and Families. There's money out there. And maybe that is one way to offset at least the budget at the Board of Ed. You asked what I owe Mark Smith. I appreciate what he did by asking me to run with him and by his confidence in me. Other than that, I don't owe him.
Right.
I am not a rubber stamp. You know that. A rubber stamp is a rule of one.
Yeah.
Right.
A team effort is a team effort.
I
It's
probably
five.
threw that out facetiously, that question, but I mean, people do have that assumption that
It
if
shouldn't
you're on
be.
the ticket, then that's all you are.
We are 5 individual people from 5 different areas of life, and we can sit and we can disagree, and we can be okay with disagreeing, but at least we have a dialogue going, and we're open to each other's thoughts. We have the same vision. We want a better Bayonne.